We're gonna see about cameras inside 3D Studio Max and Corona. We've seen it before in fundamentals, many effects that the camera has and how to bring realism to our scene. And now, we're gonna see in the software. We're gonna see every detail about it and how can you use. And we're gonna see how you can master each property of the camera to be able to achieve a good result. I'm gonna start by sharing my screen with you. I've created this simple scene, which is actually just a plane. The floor with some teapots, so we can be able to achieve the effects we want. When creating a camera, you go to Create, then you can see the geometry, shapes, lights, and finally the camera. When working with Corona Render, you create a camera using this button called Corona Cam. Then just click and drag and you get the camera. Now, how can we modify and know a bit more about every detail of the camera setup? For that, I will hide geometry from the selection, so I can select the camera. And when we select the camera and the modifier, here in the modifier, we can see the Viewport Display, which is what's going to show up on the screen. The first things, the most basic things. The first thing that is already flagged by default is target. If you check it off, you can have the camera without the target, without the focal point. You're gonna have only control of the camera. If you want to rotate, you have to do like this. You won't be able to select the target and, for example, this way. You can select the target in many ways. You can select the camera here, or go there and select the target. Let me do something different here. I will hide this. Alright, select target, or if you select the camera with the right button, you have the option to select target. Select target. Alright, here, select camera target, and the target will be selected automatically. Click, select camera target, or select camera, because sometimes the scene has so many things going on, many layers, furnitures, and the camera may be under a couch that you hidden or is clipped, and you can select the camera, but you can't see the target. So obviously, you can press H, and by the list of the scene, select camera, but you can also right-click on the target and select camera. It's an easy way to select the camera. Moving on, we have the target, and we also have the horizon line. What is it? When we go to camera view, I will press C. You can't see anything here, because everything is hidden. But I am in the camera view mode. And when you click on the horizon line, this black line will show up, which is the horizon line. When you add a background, when you choose where the horizon line will be in the scene, I can turn this feature on and know exactly where the horizon line is in my scene. What else we got here? I will select the camera. Target distance means the distance from the camera to the target. This one is set up to 1.33 meters. I can change it to 1.50 meters. We usually just click and drag, but you can also enter a specific distance here if you want. Icon size is the size of the camera icon. If I want to set to 5, the camera becomes bigger, making it easier to select, but it comes 1 by default. Show cone, when selected, always, which means the cones appears even if I don't have the camera selected. If I select the camera and change it to never, the cone will never appear, even if I select the camera, or you can select when selected, so the cone doesn't appear. But as soon as I select the camera, it shows up. So this class was meant for us to begin to see the camera structures, and this was the viewport display part. Let's move on.